Know your role and shut your mouth. We're going to walk, we're going to talk, and we're going to sing along with The Rock. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling, here to review WWE Smackdown from the 15th of March 2024. They say everything is bigger in Hollywood. Hollywood is swinging. Hollywood is going big, and that is certainly true when it refers to Hollywood Rock. But other than The Rock, there was nothing big on this show. There was nothing good on this show. There was nothing worthwhile on this show. And for some reason, we got The Rock concert first. We got Hollywood Rock. He came out, he sang his songs, he buried Cody Rhodes, and then he left. And it's like, what the hell? What is the point of this? You wouldn't see this at a real concert, okay? This is like the main event band coming on first and then fucking off and allowing all the little support bands that nobody cares about to come out afterwards. Why would you do this? The support bands at gigs and festivals, nobody cares, nobody knows who they are. That is why they are on first. They're simply there just to take up time until the main event, the main attraction is ready to come out. People only see these shit bands because they're waiting on the good bands, and I think that's where they got this whole Rock thing wrong tonight. Surely The Rock should be the last thing. Surely The Rock should be the main event. You should sit and wait around for The Rock, because honestly, The Rock was done after the first maybe 25 minutes here, and we were done. We were ready to pack it in and call it a day. If The Rock's coming out last, that gives you some motivation to stick around. If The Rock comes out first and fucks off, then you're sitting there thinking, I want to join him on the first flight out of here.
I wanted to join him on the first flight out of there. I tell you what went downhill, right? The Rock looked like $1 million, leaves the ring with his Hollywood Rock theme, and it cuts backstage to a couple of beaners, man. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? No, honestly, you've got... It was not even the LW, is it?
Well, half of the LW was. No, but like The Rock's out, you're pumped, you're excited, man. We're like, oh, The Rock, he's bashing Cody Rhodes. And then we just turn to a couple of Mexican guys and your head turns onto the pillow. It's like, I mean, in the UK, it's tough to sit up and watch wrestling. It is. I mean, at the moment, I think the clocks have went back a little bit, so it starts an hour early, but still, sitting up to 2 a.m., sitting up to 3 a.m. I mean, it's difficult when the show's good. But when the show's fucking atrocious, it makes it 10 times worse. How can you... We start with The Rock.
It felt like a lifetime went by when it panned for The Rock to these guys.
I mean, it literally goes from The Rock to the LWO, and I don't even know their names. I think one of them's called Wild. Victor Wilde or something.
It's not Oscar Wilde, I know that.
No, I think it's Victor Wilde and
Humberto Carrillo.
No, that's the guy in
Cruz de Toro.
That's the one, Cruz de Toro, and some Hacking Wild or something like that. I don't. Is it the biggest drop off in wrestling history?
It fucking might.
Going from Hollywood Rock to the LWO, and it's not like the LWO with Rey Mysterio there. It's not even the LWO with Carlito there.
No, it's not.
It's the fucking LWO with bloody horseface Selena Vega.
No, but if you ever think wrestling's going to get good again, this is proof it won't. You get The Rock.
Do you think The Rock goes backstage and watches the rest of the show?
The Rock?
Or do you think he fucks on it?
He beelines for his fucking pickup truck and he's never to be seen again.
And do you think he's got...
That's him until April 6th.
Do you think he's streaming SmackDown in the pickup truck?
No.
Fuck. Hell no, man. Absolutely no chance. Anyway, right, so The Rock comes out. We get The Rock concert. It wasn't as good as previous Hollywood Rock concerts, but it's probably one of the better things I've seen in a long time.
Right? People are making it as like the greatest thing ever. I think it's just because these people haven't witnessed anything fucking great.
No, it was good. But if you know old Rock, then you know he was holding back here. I mean, The Rock, he keeps bringing up Cody Rhodes' mum, but he's not going in. He's not bringing up the pie references. He's not doing any sort of like sexual innuendos or anything like that. He's not doing anything.
Or a fat joke or anything.
Yeah, he's not like being sexually explicit or with intent or anything like that. I mean, The Rock, he's talking about, he's going to give her the belt. I mean, back in the day, The Rock would have been, when he said he's going to give her the belt, he would have been taking that in a whole different direction with a whole different meaning. But he had to put it over as he's going to give her the belt with Cody Rhodes' blood on it. Back in the day, he would have says he's going to bend Cody Rhodes' mum over and give her the belt. That's the kind of belt The Rock would have gave her. He would have met the belt, the pie and belt would have connected here, but we didn't get any of that. No pie jokes, no fat jokes, no none of the Cody's mum's going to get the 22 inches. There was none of that. I mean, I thought it was a good way to start SmackDown, but you can just see that unfortunately The Rock has to hold back in this era because he's not allowed to do what he wants to do. And even some of the things that he does say, a lot of people, even in the wrestling business, find a way to come out and criticise The Rock. So, I mean, the guy is trying to be himself, but at this point, he's got like 1.5 hands tied behind his back.
He does. He
8
says,
fingers and a thumb.
"What can I say except you're welcome?"
It's like Jose Mourinho. If I speak, I'm in big trouble.
It is like that.
And that's basically what The Rock's like. If he cuts the promos that he wants to, then he's in trouble. So he has to tone himself down, and he has to cut these, 50% promos.
We can talk about belts, but where's the lead for the big dog, Roman Reigns? Like, what's he doing? What is he?
See, to be honest, right, I can actually see why they haven't. Roman Reigns has been overshadowed by The Rock from the very first time that they were on TV together. Could you imagine Roman Reigns coming out tonight and trying to follow Hollywood Rock concert, sing along with The Rock?
Well, the entire roster did, and they couldn't.
Well, exactly. So you think Roman Reigns was going to have any better?
No, he wouldn't.
A better time of doing it?
I shouldn't.
Do you think what? Do you think the Reigns can just come out after what The Rock done and go, acknowledge me? I mean, what the fuck off? Not a chance.
I just don't get it though, because if they don't win the tag match, then what's the actual use of The Rock on night 2? There's not.
Well, I think they will win the tag match, then Reigns will lose the match, and then that's like, The Rock, I did my part, maybe I should be the tribal chief, Anyway, The Rock gets the tribal chief.
The Rock's calling himself the final boss. I mean, is he not automatically saying that he's better than Roman Reigns?
Roman Reigns is like the guy that you think's the final boss, and then you beat him, and then there's a new boss, or he transforms into an even bigger boss, and that boss is The Rock. Anyway, The Rock bossed the opening segment. It was good. It wasn't the greatest thing we've ever seen, but by today's standards, it was pretty damn good.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, we're probably sitting at, a 6, 7 out of 10 in that ballpark for SmackDown?
I did maybe even an 8, It was a really good start to the show, but unfortunately, we go downhill for here. So we see The Rock in the ring. He packs up. The Rock concert is finished, and then we cut.
He's leaving the ring at 1 mile an hour. It's The Rock. It's great. He's like looking at the belt. He's slapping it off his wrist,
and then we cut to the back.
Take it to my wrist and it's just some guys warming up backstage.
We cut to the back, and it's Cruz, Del Toro, Joaquin Wilde, and Selena Vega, and they're out next, and they're taking on Legado del Fantasma with Elektra Lopez. It is. I mean, wrestling headlines labelled this as a 6-pack challenge qualifying match. I don't quite know where they got that from. It was a tag team match. And this is not your average qualifier. So the winner of this match doesn't directly go to WrestleMania. It is basically like mini tournaments, and these teams are part of Group A. So the 2 winners, there's 2 tag team matches tonight. The 2 winners will meet each other, I'm assuming, next week, and then the winner of that match will go to WrestleMania. But if you look at the tag team matches tonight, if you look at the 4 teams involved, the LWO, Legado del Fantasma, what do you call those gay guys?
Pretty
Deadly, and the new Civic Republic, Catch Can Wrestling. What do you call Tyler Bates? Strong Boys. Big, strong gay boys, right? None of these teams deserve to be on Mania. No. None of these teams deserve to be on SmackDown, for
They shouldn't even be in the same arena as The Rock.
I think they should have to wait outside until The Rock left.
No, see The Rock, right? He's like trending over all these news companies because of what stuff he said in his promo. Like, what?
You think Joaquin Wilde is going to fucking trend? Not a chance. Anyway, Legado del Fantasma wins. Is what it is.
It's fucking awful.
Yeah, let's move on.
No, I actually couldn't think of a worse way to start over after The Rock. A fucking throwaway match where all the guys could... I mean, they literally did swap roles not too long ago.
Yeah, I mean, these guys have literally swapped. I believe I said, like, 3-4 months ago, you could literally swap these two teams and it wouldn't make an ounce of difference, and that's exactly what they've done.
Why can't we get The Rock running into Paul Heyman backstage and on his way out?
Aye, but no, we didn't get that for some reason. Paul Heyman was here tonight, by the way, with Solo and with Jimmy. The contribution wasn't really much, but yeah, no Roman Reigns, which is pretty interesting.
Big surprise there. Right?
We go backstage to LA Knight promo. He's with Kyla Braxton. LA Knight's talking about Elimination Chamber. He wants to find AJ Styles. He calls AJ Styles a coward, saying that AJ Styles never shows up. He heads it to the ring. He thinks that AJ is maybe still in Australia, but it turns out AJ is right here in, I believe, Texas, because he whacks LA Knight with a chair and he accepts his challenge. So we're getting AJ versus LA Knight at WrestleMania. I mean, I guess it's an okay match or whatnot, but it's not the most exciting thing ever. I mean,
it just feels a bit dead.
Yeah, nothing on the line really. It is what it is, but yeah, I mean, not great.
I think just WWE in the past did a much better job of sorting out single matches and making them feel important.
I agree.
This doesn't feel anything, even though I like both guys.
Yeah, we then seen a video of Logan Paul on his podcast where he was like discussing revealing the location for SummerSlam. And there was just like no real hype around it.
The Mike Maljic guy sitting on his phone, not even paying attention. It's like,
doesn't that make WWE look shit though?
Well, it does.
Doesn't that make this announcement look like it means fuck all?
Like, I'm not saying the guy's got to do jumping jacks, but for fuck's sake, man, look interested.
Yeah, I thought that was embarrassing.
He looked like me on the pillow.
Then Logan Paul confronts Nick Aldis, who's wearing off on me already as SmackDown GM. I was willing to give him the benefit of the doubt.
People saying he's the best GM in 20 years.
I mean, he might be better than Adam Pearce, but that bar's very low, so I'm not going to pretend that that's a fucking achievement. Logan Paul blames Aldis for not having an opponent ready for him at WrestleMania, and he says he can't do his job properly. Then we got Randy Orton versus Grayson Waller. I think Grayson Waller's fantastic, but unfortunately, since he came up from NXT, he's been paired with Austin Theory. They basically try and strip him of all his charisma and all his like individuality that made him good in NXT, and they've just put him and Austin Theory into this like co-op tag team together, this partnership, and it's not working for Grayson Waller. It's not working for Theory either, but it's certainly not working for Waller. Waller, when he came up, had a lot more going for him than Austin Theory, and now neither guy's got nothing going for them.
How much is this down to the actual guy himself, though? Could he not come out and say it here? Why can't I be myself on SmackDown?
True.
Same with Carmelo Hayes. I mean, maybe they need to fucking grow a set and tell that big nose, non-cooking fucking bastard Triple H.
People say
he's not cooking.
People say Triple H is cooking. Is he cooking with Grayson Waller? Is Grayson Waller better on SmackDown than he was on NXT? That's the question you have to answer, and the answer's no.
No, of course he's not. No, but it's like The Rock, right? The Rock is just told by the Triple H, go out and do what you do best. See these guys, as much as they're shite, right? And there's some people you can't save, like the LWO. I mean, there's nothing Triple H could say to them to go out and do, and it could fucking be good. But with Grayson Waller, he could go out and do something great. He could. I think same with LA Knight. But they're just held back, especially Grayson Waller. Don't know what it is, man. I just don't get this. Like, it seemed to be a Vince McMahon thing, right? Where people would bury Vince for like holding people back. Oh, they did this on NXT and they were great. They did this in Japan, they were great. Why can't Vince do it? But when Triple H does it, it's a fucking rare laugh and he's cooking. I dead on.
I actually cannot believe that John Cena lost to Austin Theory at WrestleMania.
I think Austin Theory should be released.
That what a waste of a fucking win that was. Anyway, Randy Orton defeats Grayson Waller. We had Logan Paul on commentary. I mean, I think Grayson Waller could legitimately be a top guy. He should be at least a guy that's been taken serious, I think, for a mid-card title. But, I mean, he can't even get that. He's not even a guy that you can... I mean, he's got Austin Theory at ringside, he's got Logan Paul on commentary, and you know he's got no chance of beating Orton.
Yeah.
Anyway, Orton wins. After the match, there's a little bit of a, 3-on-1 beatdown, but Kevin Owens runs down, he shoulder blocks Grayson Waller on the way down. This looks shit. He shoulder blocked him as if it was like Braun Strowman shoulder blocking James Ellsworth. Why the fuck's Grayson Waller selling so much from a shoulder block for Kevin Owens?
Because he's a fat bastard.
Give me Scott Steiner, please. They get in the ring. Kevin Owens and Randy Orton fend off Paul and Austin Theory. Austin Theory gets a stun on RKO for his troubles. And then Nick Aldis comes out and says to Logan Paul, I found your opponent, or should I say opponents. Triple threat match for the US title at WrestleMania. I think it's the right thing to do because I think Kevin Owens and Logan Paul, they were in a story and it seemed a bit abrupt just to drop that to go with Logan Paul and Randy Orton. Although I do think single matches tend to be better at Mania, but I think this triple threat makes sense. So
it does make sense. I have no complaints, but it'll be an alright match, won't it?
Oh, it'll be an alright match, but is that really what we want to go into Mania hoping for? An alright match? I mean,
no, it's probably not. And it's at this point I near died. I just kept falling asleep. Damage Control, Dakota Kai cutting promos. It's fucking. She's standing there, right? You get these three, some wearing sunglasses, some not. They may as well not even fucking be there. I actually hate Damage Control with a passion, man.
See when you're relying on Dakota Kai to be not the prominent, not the number one talker for your group, the only talker for your group. Her sole reason for being here is because she can speak English and the other three can't.
See, unless you're someone like Kane, right, when he first debuted, I think no one should be speaking for you. I hate it when Heyman pretty much spoke for Lesnar. What other people, like Yokozuna never really spoke right. I think it's never worked. Unless it's Kane or Taker.
Or a biz with
James Mitchell.
Yeah, James Mitchell, that works.
But see, for the most part, but it doesn't work if you're a champion, man. The champion needs to be cutting promos, I think.
No, 100%, I agree. Anyway, Dakota Kai cut a promo here.
I just can't believe she's held the belt for like 260 odd days. What the fuck are we doing?
I remember putting a poll up when she first won it. I thought she was going to be a transitional champion.
Yep.
But I guess by that point I hadn't accepted Triple H in his long ass title reign. So yeah, maybe I overlooked that one there.
I just pray Bailey wins. I don't even like Bailey.
So yeah, Dakota Kai cuts a promo. It wasn't great, but I mean it's a hell of a lot better, I guess, than the other three could have done. So I mean, there you go. By default, she's the best promo talker in Damage Control.
See if you're going to fucking join, right, a company that's predominantly English speaking. At least attempt to learn some English, man.
Do you think we'll get a promo from Okada in the near future on AEW?
Hopefully not.
We then...
Triple H, he's going to be a special guest on Pat McAfee's show at World of WrestleMania, April 5th.
Could be better than WrestleMania.
It could be.
Third match, Santos Escobar taking on Dragon Lee.
Right, this is where I passed it. I drifted
Don't blame you.
I drifted in and out of consciousness like bloody...
As if you're on life support.
I was on life support. I was going to say reference a incident for 2007, but I'm going to stay clear of that. But this was bad, right? This was bad.
Were you almost in the crossface?
I was almost in the crossface, man. I was getting German suplexed on a countertop, all the good stuff. Was alcohol in my system? Probably, but like Dragon Lee got more minutes than The Rock last week. Now, did he get more minutes than The Rock this week? No, but this guy shouldn't have been the same fucking...
He shouldn't be getting any minutes, that's the problem. It's fucking Dragon Lee.
No, I hate wrestling. Dragon fucking Lee. Enough said. Moving on. Santos Escobar.
Do you remember back in the mid-2000s, like, SmackDown were on, I can't remember what network it was, but they had like a large Latino audience.
Yeah.
Or they were trying to play up to the Latino audience, and that's why they had like Ray on it. They had Eddie Chavo. It almost feels like SmackDown went back down that route or something.
But they all felt different.
No, they did, but my point is, it's like, SmackDown has a fucking large Latino representation these days.
No, I agree. No, but my problem with it is, right, it's not even... you can say, "Oh, you're narrow-minded, Fog Wrestling." See in wrestling, see, because there's no characters. See if you're like of similar race or what's that word? Ethnicity, right? No one's fucking stands out. See Santos Escobar and Andrade. They may as well be the fucking same person. No, Dragon Lee is just a guy that wears a mask. Rey Mysterio, right?
We already have a guy that wears a mask in Rey Mysterio. We don't need another.
Joaquin Wilde and the other three guys, right, feel like the exact same people. It is what it is. See, Kairi Sane and Io Sky and Asuka. Apart from Asuka looking 20 years older than the other two, may as well be the same person. There's nothing setting them apart. It's the same old shite.
And also, she's wearing face. She uses that face paint when she's wearing a suit. Just that fucking shit look. Not a good look.
No, it ain't a good look, but honestly, it just sucks, man. It does. And I think they've got a problem as well, like with Irish and Scottish wrestlers and English wrestlers. You look at NXT, they all sound Pete Dunne, right, and Tyler Bate, exact same person. Apart from one likes snapping fingers. The other one's a big strong boy.
But they both fucking suck, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, no, there's too many people that are the same. See, back in the day, man, everyone was different. Everyone had personality and character.
William Regal and British Bulldog were both British, but they were nothing alike.
Yep. No, exactly.
So, anyway, let's just move on to whoever was next.
Well, I'll tell you what was next.
So Santos Escobar, by the way, beat Dragon Lee, if anybody cares.
Rey Mysterio challenges into a match.
Yeah, so Carlito came out to try and make the save. It didn't really work. I don't know what they're doing with Carlito.
Just feels like another guy.
I mean,
another jack.
I can't believe I'm saying this.
I mean, he's a jacked Mexican, so he stands out a wee bit.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think Carlito should go to AEW. Or fucking TNA or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, next match, it was the New Catch Republic. Ray came out, by the way, made his return, but he'd already returned a couple weeks ago, so nobody cared. He accepted. He made a challenge, Escobar Ray, next week. It'll probably happen at WrestleMania, but next week it's going to be them going one-on-one, so yeah, we'll see what happens there. Then it was the New Catch Republic taking on Pretty Deadly. And
just listen to the name, the New Catch Republic. These two vanilla midgets taking on Pretty Deadly. No, let's fucking look. Let's play the game here, right?
Let's play the
Triple H game, right? So Bayley against Dakota Kai, the New Catch Republic against Pretty Deadly. You've got Santos Escobar against DragonLee, right? All right, Randy Orton against Grayson Waller. I'm not going to complain too much about that. And then the other match is the LWO against Legado del Fantasma.
Yo,
where the fuck is even the mid card?
How is this card worse than Dynamite? A show that you always bash, to be honest, but
yo, I have said in recent weeks and days, I actually think Tony Khan puts out, like, in terms of what names you're getting, is like stacked cards. But the reality is, it's just all shite.
Where was Tiffany Stratton? Where was Braun Breaker? Two people called up recently to the main roster. Two people that are supposed to be, they're making strides in the blue brand. You know, they're heading in the right direction. What direction were they tonight? Where were they tonight? Nowhere. Again, it's just, where was Bobby Lashley? Where was Karrion Kross?
Nowhere.
Like, why did
Roman Reigns?
Well, I mean, that's self-explanatory. But why did people on SmackDown just go missing for a week? Or 2 weeks, and there's no explanation. No fucking Bobby Lashley not here. Should we not know why?
We should, but we don't. No, but listen to the fucking names I read out there.
No, I know.
And people wonder why wrestling's fucking dead.
Anyway, the New Catch Republic beat Pretty Deadly.
Yeah.
For anybody that cares. Next week we are introduced to more matches.
Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns will go face to face.
Whoa, but The Rock won't be here, so maybe Roman Reigns can try and shine now that The Rock's away. And fifth match of the night, main event. This one was very short. I feel like that they definitely were rushed in this because the ending as well was really crazy. So Bayley wins via disqualification. It's a 4-on-1 beatdown, as you would expect. Naomi runs down to make the save. Doesn't do a very good job. Kairi Sane goes outside to take care of Naomi. But then she realises that, oh fuck, no one's coming out with me. So she just like drops Naomi and goes back into the ring. Very weird. They then try and do... Io Sky goes for the moonsault but for some reason they were holding Bayley in a weird position. So when Io Sky jumped, she kind of landed on top of Bayley's face, and I don't know if she like hit her with her knee, but it looks like Bayley's hurt her head because she wasn't laying flat on her back. It was fucking weird. Like Damage Control were like holding her up mid-air almost. And then I'm not blaming Bayley or Io Sky. It's probably Damage Control. Bunch of spastics. And that was it. Io Sky hits the moonsault. They all hold their belts up in there. Dakota hasn't got a belt. I guess she's just the champion of interpretation, I guess. Champion of the English language, unlike us here on Fuck Wrestling at 3 a.m. in the morning when you're fucked and you can barely say a word. But yeah, that was it. SmackDown ended with 3 Japanese women holding belts and another woman who doesn't hold belts, but I guess holds a microphone because she's the only one that can speak English. So that was your ending for SmackDown. Ferry Rush went off there quickly. Bayley laid out. Naomi laid out. We had no Braun Breaker, no Tiffany Stratton, and no Karrion Kross, no Bobby Lashley. Probably a bunch of other people missing tonight that I just can't not really recall. So I don't understand it.
I don't understand it either. I mean, Triple H does not cook. He's shit. I'm fucking sick of him. I hate it. Triple H. I mean, The Rock may as well just sang for fucking 2 hours.
We did get a quick backstage segment, by the way, with Jimmy, Heyman and Solo walking backstage, and Jimmy said he accepts his brother's challenge. And like, for some reason, Solo and Paul Heyman just walked on off. Paul Heyman was acting afraid of Kayla Braxton. Like, why is Paul Heyman there? Why is Solo Sikoa there? And they've got nothing to offer. Did they travel with The Rock? Is that what they're going for? If that is the case, like, can't we see them at least leave with The Rock? Can't we see The Rock one more time before the show goes off there? I mean, what the hell?
It's too much to ask, but was it too much to ask for this show just to... But fucking look at it! It's shite! I can't fucking deal with it.
Hey, well, I'm going to give it... I've got to take in consideration that I really did enjoy the beginning, so... I'm going to give it a 3 out of 10. And I tell you what, that 3's all down to The Rock.
It's the fucking eyebrows.
a point for each eyebrow, and then a point for the Rock con. So I'm giving it a 3 out of 10. But like I said, this was a 1-segment show. 100% a 1-segment show.
Yeah, and it started the show, and be interested to see what the viewership is.
Should have finished the show.
No, honestly, see from the peak that they got with The Rock to the ending, I'm intrigued to see what the drop-off is.
Think it could be Dynamite level drop-offs?
Fuck aye.
Anyway, what's your rating?
My rating, I agree with a 3. It would be harsh to bury The Rock too much.
But you feel like you're being overly generous to the rest of
I would give the opener a 7 and the rest of it a 0. I'm sorry. Just matches filled with jobbers. It's WrestleMania season. Right?
Yeah, the only match that belonged on this show is probably Bayley and Dakota Kai, but that shouldn't be main event.
You know, but at least Orton, Grayson Waller. I mean, it's Randy Orton, man. It's Randy Orton. Grayson Waller, I like him. The other matches, not a fucking chance, man.
All featured Mexicans.
No, I'm just sick.
Well, apart from the New Public. I don't know. Anyway, guys, that's it. 3 out of 10.
No, but this is SmackDown. I think over like the past year, it's transitioned, and all these guys are just on it. These fucking bums.
Yeah, gone are the days where SmackDown was an entertaining show to watch.
Yeah, like these are your matches. People complain that Triple H has been doing far too much segments and not matches. And then this is what you get when you get matches. What was fuck? They'll probably pretend this show was great. Oh, we had The Rock and 5 great Mania level matches. I'd slap the head off every one of them.
Do you really want segments though with LWO?
No, I don't like, but at least I'm done. I'm fucking done.
Anyway, guys, that's it. We'll catch you in the next one.
Collision tomorrow night.
Oh, cannot wait, brother. 3 out of 10. We'll catch you in the next one. Till then, though, peace.